Hey, Julian Lane here with the Liverpool Connection podcast. Here I am with Steve Wilson, and we're here at BD Riley's for Arsenal Liverpool. Massive game, cannot be understated. Huge game for Liverpool. After the win against Rangers, we need that confidence to flow. We need another win today. Wilson, thoughts?
Yeah, it's interesting to see that Klopp put out the same lineup that we had against Rangers, the same formation. Um, will be interesting to see if that it's going to work against a high flying team like Arsenal. You know, they have a lot more energy than the Rangers did. They really didn't show up to play on for Champions League night. So be very interesting. Hopefully we go in there and get a result, build some momentum for next week's Champions League game and the City game that's massive as well next week.
Let me ask you this. Are you surprised that he's kept the same lineup? I know I expected Fabinho to be back in the side, but it feels like he's in the doghouse or something. This is a huge game. You would expect Fabinho to start, but he's not. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think Klopp is very concerned about Fabinho. Obviously, kind of reminds you back to when he first came to the club, where he really had the training wheels on him. He always played him with Henderson as a double pivot, and really didn't trust him for almost the whole season. So I think he's kind of reverted back to that method of strategy with Fabinho, and obviously not starting him today kind of sends another message to him that he has to pick up his levels.
So now you've seen the team. Have you changed your prediction? Have you got what do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
Out there on the Facebook world, I put 2-2 draw, right? And but this game could go either way. If we get a slow start like we've been accustomed to here the last couple months, it may be a long game for us. But hopefully that the win against Rangers, another week of playing in this 4-4-2 system that Klopp is reintegrated back. Hopefully that's bodes well for today.
I agree. I hope so. I'm going to stick on my 2-1. Anyway, let's meet some of the people at the pub today. Cheers. All right, here I am with Alex, often at the pub, big Liverpool fan. Thoughts on today's game now you've seen the lineup?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think if we score first, we'll get a 3-2 in, and we just need to be able to defend stronger, get the support Trent needs to really do the attacking press. But we have the confidence from the 2-0 win against Rangers. We're really good at fighting back when down. I think 3-2 Liverpool.
And it looks like the pub's getting busy. This place gets pretty busy for Liverpool games. What's your favourite memory of BD's over the last couple of years? Can you think of a game that you've been here where it was packed and it was a fantastic event? A game where we won, of course, makes a difference, but yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would say it was the last match of last season where it was, we did win that match. It was neck and neck. We were watching the City game on our phones. Everyone was getting highlights. We were up. We were going to win. The camaraderie, the family ambiance. But while we did win that match, we ended up placing second. But just that's what I love about BD's in this atmosphere is everyone comes together, win, lose, draw. This is a good family place for the Austin Liverpool chapter.
There was a moment there, wasn't there, in that second half, right? There was that moment when word came through that Man City were losing, and there was this brief spell where it's like, oh, we might actually do this.
Yep. I mean, we had a lot of faith in Stevie, still love Stevie, forever a legend. And, it's just the highs and lows of being a Liverpool fan. I mean, we've come so far from 7 years ago, 10 years ago. Klopp has really redefined his team. And, and Klopp we trust while we win, lose, draw. We don't like to lose. We don't like to draw. He doesn't like to lose. He doesn't like to draw. So he's kind of one of us. He puts a lot of heart, soul into it. So we're in a good spot.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Let's hope for a win today.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
Hey guys, I'm here with Fernando, one of the big supporters here at Liverpool. We're obviously at BD Riley's. The crowd is picking up. The pints are about to flow in 1 minute, so that's what I'm very excited for here in the next second, right before kickoff. But thoughts, big Arsenal Liverpool match today.
It's going to be a tough game, but I think Arsenal they have a pretty good team this year, better than the last years. But I think eventually they're going to blow off. So I think we can get the 3 points today. I'm pretty confident, and I think we're finally going to start getting up there. Last week we played a pretty good game. I think we were unlucky that they scored on us, but I think the team is getting better. Trent played better last week, so I think I'm pretty confident we're getting 3 points today.
It's interesting. You saw the lineup that is happening. We kept the same lineup that we had against Rangers. So, does that surprise you at all that you didn't make any changes from Tuesday?
No. I think we played a pretty good game on Tuesday. I actually couldn't watch the game. I was at work at the time. I was kind of looking at my cell phone every once in a while, but I just watched the highlights at home. But I think we played a pretty good game. We could have scored many other goals. So I think it's a good thing that we're keeping the same lineup. Like keep the guys confident. And I think they did a good job on Tuesday. So.
Let me ask you something before we let you go. What does it mean to you as a Liverpool supporter here in Austin to have a place like BD Riley's that that you can come and watch the matches with fellow Liverpool supporters?
It means a lot to me. This is kind of like sometimes it's kind of like the highlight of my week. This and going to Austin FC games. It's a really good thing to be here. To be able to share with you guys, and also no matter in the high and lows, we're always here. No matter we could be playing the Champions League final, or we can be playing a game being on the 12th or 13th position, whatever we're now. It doesn't matter. We're always here. Because we love Liverpool no matter what.
All right, you heard it straight from Fernando's mouth. Up the Reds. Let's go. Let's get 3 points today.
All right, here with Megan, long-time Liverpool supporter, long-time frequenter of BD Riley's. 10 plus years. Arsenal, Liverpool. What do you think?
I think Arsenal's got a really strong lineup. They've been doing really well this season so far, so I'm hoping for a great game. I'm hoping that we step up to the plate, and I'm looking for at least 2-3 goals from Liverpool, hopefully a clean sheet from Alisson, and we'll see what happens.
2 or 3 goals.
2 goals from Liverpool, at least, hopefully.
What do you think about the lineup? How do you feel? Do you feel confident about that with the midfield?
In the midfield, I haven't looked at the lineup, but Nunez starting is interesting. I want to see what he does. I think Jota starting, we're starting all of the people that we've initially.
It's the same lineup.
It's the same lineup. Okay, I haven't really taken too hard of a look at the lineup just yet, but Nunez starting is interesting. That's the only thing that I really noticed. So we'll see. I'm anxious to see what he does. I hope he gets out of his head a little bit and starts scoring some goals because that's why we got him. So.
Cheers, Megan.
Thank you.
For them, I was laughing at them last year, and we're the banter club right now. And if this doesn't go our way, if we don't at least look good, then scoreline I'll be positive 3-2 to Liverpool.
I won't tell you what I think the score's going to be because I think we'll actually lose today, but I'll go for 1 each.
What is it?
1 each. 1-1. Sorry, as Americans would say 1-1.
In that number, and the Reds go marching in.
Looks on the way they do this.
Justin, 20 minutes in. What's going on?
We're just too wide open. I don't know. We can't control anything. We seem to lose all sort of pace. Anytime we have the ball, we just look like ass. So I don't know. That's not very tactical. I don't know what we can do at this point, but I've been saying all year, I don't know what we can do. It's the same players, the same thing. I maybe would have put 3 in the midfield today. We just try to shut up shop a bit. We definitely can't lose a goal in the first minute. That's basics.
What's going on?
Hard to say, really, isn't it? It's, what's the formation? Defensively, again, as usual, really, really slow at the back.
Why is he? I am surprised, right? So we're halfway through the first half, and I'm surprised that we've gone with the same lineup. I mean, this isn't Rangers at Anfield. This is an Arsenal team that's flying, and we're getting ripped apart at the moment.
Well, yeah, but as we are right now. Hold on a minute. It's going to happen again, isn't it? Sorry about this, but get it out. Is it right to say? Oh. That says it all, doesn't it? What can you say? Every time they're going forward, I think they're going to score.
Just starting to form a bit of a pattern now. Liverpool possession.
All right, here with Matthew. Half-time thoughts.
I have been watching this game for a really long time, and I've seen a lot of handballs, and that was definitely a handball. So it could be 2-2 right now, but I think we're getting overrun in the midfield. And I know that I just learned that, Fabinho's in the doghouse, but I really think he probably should have come on sometime to shore up the midfield and get us a better chance at getting something out of this match.
I agree. We started like we tend to do over this season. We started so poorly, conceded a goal early. We got back into the game. Nunez, good finish.
Yeah, I thought that was a great finish from him. He was in the right place at the right time. He has had a history of hitting things directly at the keeper, and luckily the keeper was diving in the other direction right then. So, he managed to get it in. But, I feel like he's the kind of striker that he's going to get his goals. He's going to be in the places where he needs to be to get chances. And, it might take him, 4 shots to get the 1 goal, but I think he will get them over time.
And then it was going so well. And it felt like, okay, we're back in the game.
Yeah.
Diaz was creating problems, and then he went off injured. And then, of course, nearly the last kick of the first half, and Arsenal score.
It always feels like a gut punch when they get a goal right at the death at halftime. It's tough to recover from. I know Klopp will have some words for them at the half, and hopefully we'll be able to recover from it and get the goals that we need to get something from the match.
Cheers, Matt.
Thanks.
Second half, here we come.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, here we are, halftime of the Arsenal-Liverpool match. Giving up the goal in the 50th minute of the first half. We're down 2-1. Thoughts about the first half, Michael?
Except for the first 2 and last 2 minutes, we were far the superior team. But right now, Arsenal's got the wind at its back. Scoring in the last minute of stoppage time in the first half used to be trademark Liverpool move. But things, this more difficult season, and we don't have the momentum, and everything is an effort this season. But I think we have the personnel that we can turn this around in the second half. But it's just nothing comes easy right now.
That counterattack at the end for Arsenal, that was reminiscent of what we've done to Arsenal in the past. But, form, they've been up on us in the past couple matches, actually. We've come back and gotten results, gotten victories. What do you expect out of the second half? Obviously, the first half, Diaz getting hurt has to be a major thing, not just for this game, but moving forward.
Yeah, Diaz hurts because he's been such a catalyst. I like more the interplay I'm seeing between Nunez and Mo. There's a little bit more of an understanding, and that takes time. That doesn't happen overnight. And one of the things that hurt us this season was the red card, not just not having Nunez in there, but the build-up between the understanding and the front line. So I'm hopeful that we get to see more, and I'm hopeful that Nunez can start pulling some defensive attention away from Mo and free Mo up some more, and vice versa. So I'm hopeful.
Honest analysis of this game, between the first minute and the 50th minute, we were bossing the game. I thought we had a lot more opportunities. Nunez brings a different dynamic to our team. It keeps Arsenal honest. They have to play. And let's talk about the contentious moment in the first half. The handball that was not reviewed. Your thoughts about that?
All I can say is if it's Shimikas who touched the ball, it seems like that's a penalty against Liverpool.
So you're saying some home cooking there involved in that play?
I'm just saying it looked like the sort of thing that would be called a handball when it happens to us.
It's interesting because Michael Oliver called a handball after that for something that wasn't even blatant at all. It was really close to the body. The shot was close to the player, but the one in the box, that hand was out there in an unnatural position. And for it not to be reviewed, come on.
Yeah, and I think, in fairness to Michael Oliver, one was in the box and one wasn't. But I would have liked at least a review because there was a stoppage in play, so you had the opportunity for a review, and we didn't get it. That being said, Michael Oliver is the best referee England has, so I don't want to grouse too much.
Well, I'm the best player on my over 40 team too, so that's kind of equivalent to Michael Oliver being the best ref in the Premier League.
Is that what Jono says?
He won't tell you publicly, but yes.
All right, sounds good.
All right, there's a big second half coming. We'll have more interviews. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man.
Hey guys, we're here at BD Riley's with Steve Basil, the owner, proprietor, manager, everything of BD Riley's. He had his Liverpool glasses on, and right now it's 2-2 Arsenal Liverpool. And once again, you have a big crowd here, Steve, for the match. Your thoughts?
It's a wonderful thing to look out on the patio on Sunday and see all these eyes glued to the screens and a sea of red everywhere you look. It can't be any place better than Anfield to watch the match.
You guys are so accommodating to the supporters group here. You were open at 9:30, which is an hour and a half before your normal opening hours. And you've been such a good partner with the group since 2017. Just how has the relationship changed over those years?
Well, it's grown significantly the last 5 years as Liverpool has excelled and the pub has grown, the followers have grown as well. We're a supporters bar. After Liverpool today, we go to the other kind of football, the pointy kind, for our Patriots group. And there is nothing like watching a match surrounded by supporters of your team. It's just it's a feeling like no other. We win together, we lose together, we tie together, and we cheer together.
It's the games hardly overlap, the Patriots games and the Liverpool games, but when they do, you have this coming together of both fan groups. And I think it's eye-opening for both set of supporters, right?
Yeah, today's an overlap day, and we have our Patriots fans down at one end of the patio. Today, interestingly, the Patriots are wearing their throwback red. So it's a sea of red. It's Patriots throwback red and our Liverpool red. But there really is an appreciation for football of all sorts.
Well, we appreciate everything you do for us, supporting our podcast, supporting the Supporters Club. So up the Reds.
Cheers.
Premier League season to see. Host of really memorable games. Tiger's not their friend. Konate. Feeling
So that was fucking miserable, wasn't it? Liverpool lost 3-2 at Arsenal. First impressions, thoughts after that?
First impressions are lack of focus at the beginning of the game, lack of focus at the end of the first half. To give up goals at either end within 30 seconds of the whistle being blown, and then at the end of the first half to give up that goal, you have to concentrate the full game. You can't pick your moments. I thought in the first half we were the better team between those goals. Second half, all the changes, I don't know if they really benefited us.
I mean, that game, I guess, perfectly encapsulated where both teams are at the moment. Arsenal are a different beast this season. Arteta's got them playing really well. The league table never lies. It certainly doesn't at the moment. We are a bit like, I don't even know where to begin with that performance. We started poorly, as we have done this season. And besides a couple of moments throughout the game, we had no control over that performance. And it looked like every time Arsenal attacked, it looked like they could get a goal.
You know, at the end of the day, they won 3-2. But I think a lot of it is we'll come back and we'll have to talk about Anthony Taylor not going to look at the first half handball, right? Call for Liverpool. And then the second half not going to look at the penalty he gave and reviewing it. And it's always been my contention that VAR is there for a purpose, but the referee on the field should make the final decision. Don't allow somebody in a booth to make the call that you're adjudicating, that you have the look at. Go, take ownership. At least go look at it, so you relieve a lot of the controversy out of those calls. And so that's going to be a main talking point after this game too. Those two calls.
Look, I get it, right? Some of the calls the referee made, the penalty, I'm not so sure, but it doesn't take away from the performance, right? It was not what we've come to expect over the last few years. You're seeing a manager on the rise in Arteta. Klopp is struggling at the moment. We had a good performance against Rangers in the week, but then we come back to the Premier League. We come to a flying Arsenal side playing really well. I was surprised by the lineup. I thought that was extremely risky. And well done, Arsenal. Played well. We're still in a mess. I'm not sure where we go from here.
I don't know if the lineup was risky, but it was so 70 minutes we went very defensive. Klopp made the defensive changes, wanted to just get out of there. That's not how we play, because Arsenal was all over us. Once we went to a defensive mindset, they poured it on even more. They didn't have that much enjoyment in that second half until we went defensive. Bringing in Fabinho, Gomez, Konate, we really took off Salah, and it just showed that we weren't really ready for that, to play that kind of game.
And it was big, like, first half, because after an extremely poor start, we started getting into the game. Diaz was playing well, as he has done. He's been one of the few this season that's actually been able to hold his head high with credit, and he started getting involved. He was creating. Arsenal was struggling against him. The injury made a difference in that first half and for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't want to minimize how big an effect the injury to Diaz was, because as soon as he comes off, we really don't. Simicus is actually probably playing that whole left side by himself, because we have no attack on that side. Jota went out left, but I don't even really think he was playing out there. He's still Sage Central, bringing Bobby in, taking another great goal. And people don't realize that he actually has more goals this season than Jesus. And, the announcers and everybody else are like claiming Jesus is the best thing that has ever happened to Arsenal. But Bobby, in less games, has scored actually more goals. But so it just shows you that there's something wrong, that they need to really restructure. For me, the season's not lost. I mean, you win your game in hand, you're 11 points behind Arsenal. They'll drop points. And it's still Man City's title to lose either way. So,
Anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you again to BD Riley's for hosting us. Please make sure to subscribe, like, all of that good stuff, and we'll be back again to preview the Rangers game, and hopefully we see a better performance from there. So cheers and have a good one.